Hello and welcome. I'm Kenna Johnson from the Channel Company. HP wants to deliver more than innovative products. They are designing a better future focused on environmental stewardship and social justice. Here to discuss this further is James McCall, Chief Sustainability Officer. So happy to have you here, James.
Thank you for having me, Kenna.
HP is dedicated to reducing its carbon footprint and aims to be net zero by 2040. Why is this a top priority?
I think climate change is a top priority because this is an issue that impacts everyone everywhere. And it's something that we really need to collectively all work with urgency to get ahead of. That's why HP has set a bold goal that we will reduce our emissions and be net zero by 2040. That's a full decade ahead of the Paris commitments. And that's across our end-to-end emissions, everything from the raw materials to the way that we manufacture to the energy that you use for your devices at home. So having those bold goals, whether it's across our circularity work in plastics, our forestry work as we work to offset paper and become forest positive, or our energy work in reducing our energy and looking at ways that we're powering with renewable energy, we're doing our fair share to make sure that we're setting those types of strong goals and helping move the needle.
How has HP shown its commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Impact and change really starts at the top. I'll give you a clear example. Last year, we set a goal that we would get gender parity across our leadership team. That's the first from a Fortune 100 tech standpoint to be able to make that commitment and to commit that we would get there in the next 10 years by 2030. And I think that's important because we really feel like change starts from the top. And so making sure that we're leading by example, that we're leading with our executive teams sends the right message across the entire organization. And these are not just goals. We have performance indicators, we have business metrics tied to these, and we're measuring our progress throughout that entire process.
How is HP helping to meet the needs of underserved communities affected by the digital divide?
When I think about digital equity, it's really not about just handing someone a laptop. It's really about looking at the way that we can provide literacy around how do you use that laptop, access to the internet, the tools and the education that they need to go along with that. And so whether we're partnering with leading groups like NABU or Aspen Institute to accelerate existing programs, or whether it's looking at emerging needs, like working with Ukrainian refugees and our commitment that we would bring $30 million in funding and devices and other activities to help close the digital divide for those that have been displaced. Those types of activities are enabling us to hit our ultimate goal of empowering 150 million people to close that digital gap, right? To unlock the next innovation, the next ideas, the next kind of generation of leaders as we think about changing the world.
Thank you so much for joining me today, James, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about HP, visit the website at the bottom of your screen. For the Channel Company, I'm Kenna Johnson.